Hello and welcome to my creator's commentary of a tour of Checkpoint City. I won't be going through every setup in this level, but I'll just be going through the ones that are interesting or I find neat. Anyway, let's go. Anyway, let's start off with the first bit. So for the mole to come and
Here we go.
to get you at the start, coming through there, it's just a mole on a conveyor. Just comes down and well, gets you, I guess. Over here is the dev exit. I have one dev exit for this, which is just a door behind this launcher, and that door takes you straight to the end over here where the coin is. So yeah, that's why there's like giant amounts of track going around the level, as you can see. It's just so I don't want people to find the dev exit so quickly, because it takes about 400 seconds for the dev exit to appear, and yeah, I don't think anyone would be staying around here for 400 seconds. Going through the pipe, we have our first setup here, and let me just change it to forest so I can show you what's going on. So when you go through here, the swamp is stopping the clown car from going through, but once you hit it, it shoots up and a fireball comes down and blocks your way, and you have to die to the cannonball. This is just a clown car with a fireball setup. Very simple. So there we had a hyperspeed setup with a thwomp. You put it in this area. So it's 2 gentle slopes and 1 steep slope in the corner. And for some reason that creates hyperspeed. That makes the cannon go really fast along the ground. So let me just show you this setup from the beginning. So firstly you get this, come through. Oh, I should have gotten that fire flower. So I am very proud of this setup. It's I think it's probably way more complicated than it needs to be, but I think everything is there for a reason. I'll just let it play out so you can see what it looks like.
Here we go.
So there we see this spike ball going to hit the POW. So we have the spike ball going to go up here and spawn the muncher, which will be destroyed by the POW. And this spike ball will come down after all that has happened and spawn the fire flower. So yeah, that's how this whole thing works. This is just to push you along here so you don't stand here and die, and also to push the spike ball along so it hits this note block. Now coming through here, you get on here and die immediately, and spawn here, and okay, well, so I'm going to go into this a little bit later, but this is using ELB manipulation. If you don't know what ELB manipulation is, there are 2 videos in the description that link to what ELB is and how to use it in a troll level, let's say. But yeah, I'll get into this at a later date. So for this setup, I wanted a spring to be launched up so you could go into this area over a period of time. Plus, I wanted the thwomp to go here so you don't wait too long. And this was the result.
Here we go.
So that's how it worked. So for this, I wanted a specific setup, so you couldn't go on the bottom section, yet you had to go on the top section. So if you were to go to the right, Muncher will be destroyed here, and the mole will be taken away from the stack, and it will move over here to kill you. This comes down and destroys the blocks so you can go upwards, and this little setup will spawn the P-switch when you go over. So let me just display that real quick.
Here we go.
And this is just to repeat the P switch so it doesn't go out when you go into this room. So if you stand here, you'll get the fire flower. This is because, let me just delete this P block real quick. So this note block will push this spring next to the muncher so that when the POW is destroyed, the fire flower will shoot upwards. So I'll just show you it here.
Here we go.
Like that. And you can grab it here. But if you are to go over and collect the mushroom, that is incorrect and you can't get it. There's a hint down there to show you what you shouldn't have done. So this is just a Thwomp setup to well, just switch. So when I messed that one up. So this whole setup is just to get you into the area above by just walking in, and you'll just get stuck in here to die! So this is from a little Thwomp trigger here, and something that will hit the on-off when the on-off has been hit. So I'll just go from blue state back to red state, like that. Going through here, we have a boot setup where if you hit this on-off, it goes straight down, because if you're in a boot and you go on this area, you'll be shoved to the side and you'll be shoved straight down here. So coming down here and looking at the claw, you probably wouldn't want to go in there. Nope, you had to go in the claw. That was the hint right there. For the setup down here, I had a spring on an on-off block with a on-off track down here. So when you hit the on-off with the boot here, the spring would go down to here once you hit it. So it's down there, and you go down here. This is no custom scroll, so you'd just be off screen at this point. But if you hit this on-off block, which is above, the spring will hit you into here, and you'll be sent up here. Now, the on-off trigger over here, the hen block trigger, I mean, is used by this.
Here we go.
Which I think is the simplest hidden block detector I've seen, with only 2 entities, and doesn't take up too much space. So I think it's pretty useful. I didn't come up with this by myself, I think Gajit came up with it. So coming through this door, once you've gotten the link power up, you'll see this. End of CP1. You'll collect the last red coin and you'll die. You've already collected 2 red coins, and at this point you collected 1 here and collected 1 at the checkpoint here. Now let's discuss some ELB manipulation, because I think I probably should at this point. So when you come through to CP1 at first, it'll say CP1, but when you go through the CP area after the key def, it'll say CP2. Now how this works is because of shenanigans. So this is to do with one-ways to max out the ELB limit. When, I don't know, I'm not very well versed in this. I think there are better explanations out there for how I did it. But basically, when you respawn at the checkpoint after the first death on the pokey, there's no red coin since you've already collected it. But after you key def, this key coin will respawn. You'll collect it, and that'll open up a space, or no, that'll take a space away from the ELB. This won't spawn, so the
Here we go.
hold on, the ELB won't spawn, and the on-off will be hit. So that's what happens if the key coin is taken. If the key coin is not taken, like on your first CP1 trip, it will not spawn, and the spike ball will just kill the bomb to destroy it. That is in the Zola King video that I've shown in the description, which helped me make this level, so I give thanks to him. So going through the pipe on CP2, there is an on-off to hit. To hit it, There is a Seesaw set up here with an on-off triggered thwomp right here to hit the note block and shoot the thwomp straight up. So this thwomp thing is really weird. I was experimenting it in my last troll level, which is not uploaded at the moment. But it's... just have a look at it.
Here we go.
It clips through the P blocks, and it just stays there until it comes out, well, the P switch is hit. So when you come through here, so when the P switch is hit, it goes straight up. So for this room, I used a silent note block setup, which basically clipped all of these launchers into each other like this.
Here we go.
See, it doesn't make a sound at all. Instead of using, like, let's just say a mushroom for this option,
Here we go.
it would make a lot of noise and would be annoying. I also use another hidden block setup right here,
Here we go.
mostly because if you were going down here and were to jump to go back up, you'd get killed. Going through the pipe, if you are to throw a bomb here, a fire flower will spawn. This is because of like how things load on scroll blocks or whatever. So you open this up and it scrolls over a little bit and a fire flower can come over. So I wanted to have something here which would scare the player into not moving while the launcher goes upwards to stop the player, like this. This is the hyperspeed thwomp is just by clipping the thwomp into the launcher just like that with the two note blocks. And I have the muncher here to lower the seesaw and make the launcher go upwards once the switch is hit. So yeah, you just go along here. Now there's an arrow going upwards. If I was to go into that... oh no! And you would die. So over here is a big long track setup which I used for it.
Here we go.
So for this part at the moment, the fireball is on that track up there. If I was to hit the on-off switch, which was be the launcher setup on the right of this section, on-off will be hit and this would go on to the second on-off track. And once the thwomp trigger hits, it will go down here on this track and it will kill you. Don't mind the bomb because that's not in the section, that's not supposed to be there. But yeah, this power setup means you instantly get softlocked in here. I don't know why this happens, I don't know why it just couldn't crush you, but yeah, it's really weird, and that's not actually this last time you're gonna see this because I've used it again because I'm unoriginal. There's a hidden block troll right here because why not? Everyone fell for it because I'm a comedy genius, lol. We've gotten to CP3, hooray! We're launched up and go into the softlock setup once again. This is just a timing thing with a fireball in here to kill you over here. Now, people have been wondering, actually in the comments, the last comment was about how the launchers went up so quickly. It was, it's because of two launchers clipping into each other, and then the top one then shoots up because the launcher doesn't want to be inside the other one. So I'll just show you it right here.
Here we go.
So it just shoots you up momentarily and then it goes back down. This is also how the on-off trigger is hit. It hits exactly as the launchers shoot up. Now for down here is a setup I'm very fond of because it's just a bunch of fireballs and a bunch of spike balls. So yeah, let me show you it.
Here we go.
So yeah, when the first on-off switch is hit, it goes down there to stay. But when you hit the on-off switch above, it spawns 3 fireballs and a spike ball chain reaction up here, with the big spike ball going up here and clearing the way. And this launch up here will jump upwards once this block has been destroyed by the big spike ball over here, and you can go to the door. For this setup up here, I wanted a item above the on-off switch which would be collected, and you couldn't go any further without hitting the on-off switch again. This didn't really work very well because you could cheese it quite easily, so I just switched it to just shut up! I switched it to just being about like an anti-softlock kind of thing. So let me just show you. So that okay, let me take it off of custom auto scroll.
Here we go.
So yeah, that fire flower clips into the on-off switch, and if it's hit, it collects it instantly, and you have to die to the cannon. Down here is another setup I'm fairly fond of. Basically, it's a misdirection troll. Well, hey, it's so if you want to go over to here where the happy fire flower is, you'll just get destroyed by falling down the pit. And if you were to go over here where there was no fire flower would come up from here, and you could get it to kill the piranha. This took quite a while to do, so I'll just show you how I did it here. So everything is in place right here. Once you hit it first by going to the right, everything will move into position once over. But if you go to either the left or the right, this will happen. So as you can see there, the Muncher destroyed this bomb, which destroyed these 2 blocks where you would fall down and die. And on this section, this bomb was destroyed, so these 2 blocks could open up and this fire flower could jump and go through, so you could collect it. So going through the pipe as Fire Mario, you'd probably just stay here. Oh no! I've been hit and I need to stay with it. So it just needs to jump over the spike ball to survive it. Now down here is another setup I'm fairly fond of because how much stuff I just threw together to make it work. So looking at the setup on the left, a spike ball has a chain reaction which spawns the big spike ball, which goes and hits the on-off. The spring here goes on a journey by hitting the big spike ball on the right and then hitting the big spike ball on the left. Big spike ball is used for the setup on the right over here with the launchers, and the mushroom on the right pushes all these munchers into each other and then gets destroyed by the big block. So yeah, when you hit the on-off again, that spike ball will go and destroy that block underneath the launchers and shoot all the launchers up, which I will show here. Like that. So yeah, that is mostly it of the setups that I used. This is just like a little scroll of all the stuff I did if you wanted to know how it was done or how it was utilized. This is the full pixel art for the thumbnail. I didn't use all of it because it didn't have the space to be put in, but yeah, I decided to just use all of it. So that was the sub world. This is the main world. So yeah, I think that is all. There's not really many other setups that I really want to go into. Some obviously I can't explain very well because of I'm not too good with explaining how ELB works, but I've got some videos in the description to show you how they work. I think I did alright with this troll level. It's not my best, but I don't think it's my worst. hope to make some more levels in the future. I've already made another one. I think I made a newer one. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.